Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you the best way to do Druid's Ruins. Now you might notice that I'm doing this at around 1900 points, so the multipliers are really high. But right now in the OBT, Druid Ruins and Druid Hall is bugged, so it makes it kind of easy. None of the enemies are, have the multipliers. It's just the boss that has the multiplier. So that should make me run through it quite a bit faster, but it still should give you a good feel for where it's at. So, you need to kill all 4 of these guys. Normally, I would have killed them one at a time if they had the multipliers, but, it wasn't that big of a deal. You're going to come over here and open this door. I'm opening it right now with all these guys here just because I know I can kill them quickly, but I should have waited until the wolf was gone. And so you got to kill this room. You're avoiding this room right here. Don't have to kill those guys. Again, you're going to wait until this, wolf, the warg runs away, runs back over here. That way you're only killing 2 at a time. You really want to time it to where you're, you don't have to kill these 3 guys. And then you use this lever and they come back, trying to aggro 1 person at a time. I'm sorry guys, I'm not doing a very good job of aggroing 1 person at a time just because it was so easy, and I have all this gear for doing the really difficult ones, and I'm just kind of blowing through it. You can see you don't need to open these doors. Okay, and then right here, I do go ahead and kill these 2 guys because you can see I needed to complete this quest. If you don't complete that quest, then you don't complete the challenge. So you do need to kill that 1 guy, even though it doesn't look like you have to kill him. You do want to kill that 1 guy. And then you kill Hawk Dyer. Now you can see he has 6,800 hit points. He's got the maximum amount of like, he's got all the multipliers. You do not want him, if you got these multipliers, you do not want him to hit you. Essentially for this one, you've got a lot of benefits. Like, you can see all these walls that you can run around. You do have to keep in mind that he can do that. He can stun you, and that sucks. But you've got all these walls to run around. So as long as you have enough ranged weapons to work with, it's pretty easy to take him out. But you do have to keep, I think he's about to do it again, right? There we go. So you're trying to, you don't want to be in the middle of that when he throws it down. Otherwise, you probably get stunned multiple times on your way out. And, he can hit kind of hard. You'll notice that I'm wearing dragon armor right now, and that's just because I'm pretty confident I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage to him. You see there, I got stunned twice. But because I used the wall, he really couldn't do a whole lot to me. And then he's really kind of an easier boss just because he's a melee. All the melee bosses in these portals are way easier than the ranged equivalents. He does take a little while to cast the spell, so you can see there that even though he got me pretty good, he still didn't get a hit off on me. He's just kind of a slower character. And that's good. It's kind of annoying. It takes a while. Now, some of you might be tempted, with how quickly this went, to go get like a really crappy bow. And that's fine, especially if you're at low levels, then that is what you should do. But if you're at the higher level, you need to keep in mind they're probably going to fix the multiplier before the OBT comes out. And if they do, then, it's going to take you a lot longer to kill those other enemies to get to him. But that is the path. You can see there are a lot of enemies we avoided just by following the straightest path to get to the boss. All right, and then he's dead. Nothing to loot because that's not how this works. And then you leave and you get the 15 points. I forget what I was somewhere in the 1900s. Is that right on this one? And so there we go. Got 1900 on this one. Ended up getting my books. That's right. That's a good feeling, man. When you hit that new cap, especially hitting 2000. Oh my gosh, it was the best feeling. It will feel amazing if I ever get to 2100, and I'll probably never do portals again. But it is a really satisfying feeling to hit that new league level and see that rank up and get those, get those rewards right away. It's very satisfying. So overall, that is the best way to do Druid Ruins. It might not have felt like it on this one because the modifiers weren't on there, but if you take that path, it is going to save you so much time. as you avoid all of those peripheral enemies. Remember to kill that one last Son of Rift right before you kill the boss, otherwise you'll end up failing the mission. But that's it. That's how to do the druids. And I mentioned this in some of my other videos, but my recommendation, guys, is just to try to get to 1800. If you're an intermediate player, if you've never done Odin's, then you need to, honestly, you shouldn't even be doing this season. Go do Odin's, learn how to play the game. Once you've done Odin's and you've opened a few pendant caches and you understand how to get wealthy in this game, then my recommendation is to try to get to 1800. If you're wealthy enough, try to get to that 1800 mark. You're going to get that 7,500 points for the season, which will help you get some extra boxes. And then you'll get, you know, a lot of silver. You know, this stuff isn't amazing. This is where it actually gets really amazing, but this is also where it gets astronomically difficult. If you may not believe me because this video was so easy, but go watch some of my other videos on these missions, and they are just, I mean, we're talking about crazy difficult missions where every giant could one-shot you. It's just the numbers get out of control the higher up into the silver you get. And so honestly, getting to 1900 was a pretty awesome accomplishment. Getting to 2000 felt like I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to get to 2100. It just feels so freaking impossible at this point, but you know, really want to try it. It would be amazing to do so we're going to keep working at it. But all that to say, the things that you can win here are just really cool skins. You know, you got the armored boar, you got the ice fox. The fox and the boar that you can get from the season is, you know, still just as good stats wise as the ice fox and the armored boar. So it's awesome, definitely worth shooting for that awesome skin, but I love how the devs made it to where the Witch Doctor and the Dragon Armor are attainable to free-to-play players, and so that just makes this update feel not like they're the astronomical part that's impossible to get, or feels impossible to get to without spending. Well, it is impossible to get to without spending lots of money, and feels impossible to get to even when you do spend money, is just for skins. And so that's a really cool thing. Love that, devs. Thanks for making such a great season that really looks out for the free-to-play players. But also, y'all still get y'all's benefit where you get those really active players that want that prized position. Thanks for making that a skin. That just felt like a really classy move from you guys. All right, guys. See you next time.